Hi guys, Paul Pluta on the Paul Pluta channel. That's right, I am the method actor who plays Archibald Chesterfield III, AC3. That's right, the greatest YouTube luxury goods presenter of all time. And today guys, I'm doing some paid reviews. Remember, like, subscribe, tell your friends, look in the description for 10 ways you can help me. The description is below this. It lists the contents in this video and 10 ways you can help me stay full-time on YouTube. You can sponsor me on Patreon. You can get a paid watch review. You can send me a donation. You can have a phone call with me. It's all listed below. Okay, we're doing this for Leo. Hi Arch, hope you are keeping well. I've just sent you £20 as I really need your advice. I'm absolutely loving your videos. They are all very informative and, more importantly, hilarious. I'm a 26-year-old trendy guy from London, England. I'm new to watches and I have never owned a luxury watch. But I feel after watching your videos, I'm at a stage where I need to take the plunge. My mind is set on Rolex and I would like your advice on what I intend to purchase in the future. Number one. Rolex Datejust 16234 white dial with Arabics, or a 16233 factory diamond dial. Your opinion on what is the best one would be great. So very quickly, the 16234 is a stainless steel with a white gold bezel, often with a Jubilee bracelet. A 16233 is a two-tone steel and yellow gold. So it's got the yellow gold bezel, but it's also got the gold crown and the links in the bracelet, the center of the bracelet. Number two, a Rolex Submariner 16613 with the gold in the clasp. That's a two-tone. That's probably a bluesy, or you also get the black dial variation. Number three, a Rolex Day-Date 18038 with Romans. I have £8,000 or thereabouts to play with. Ideally, I thought the Day-Date would be the best choice, but I'm a little curious that this may be a little flashy for everyday use, especially working for the local council where show-offs would probably be frowned upon. Not that I really care what people think, but I thought I'm best to play it safe. Bearing in mind, I was thinking to possibly purchase a 16234, 16233 Datejust so I could wear for everyday use and have the 18038 for special occasions. In addition, my other thought was to just purchase a Rolex Submariner 16613, and maybe I could wear this every day instead of buying the two pieces. Your thoughts would be greatly appreciated. P.S. Keep up the good work. You're the best and love you, and we love you in London. Thanks a lot, Leo. Okay, Leo. Thank you for coming to the Archie Luxury channel, the premium choice in luxury goods content. So I gotta tell you, thank you so much. What would I recommend for you? I gotta say, you know, if you're working, look, I think you gotta be a bit careful here. I really do. I think you gotta be a bit careful because people get very jealous. They get jealous in the public service. Yeah, I think you got to be a little bit careful, a little bit sensitive to that there. What do I think of the 16234? Look, I absolutely love that watch. I've owned it countless times, and you know it's a great watch. Some people consider it a little small. They are 36 mil, so they're kind of just a wee bit. If you're a biggish guy, maybe a bit smaller. If you've got a smaller wrist, they're a great buy. The two-tone version, well, that's basically like the other one, except just a little bit more flashy, And I gotta tell you honestly, my advice, see, you've got to be so careful with what you pick here. I would really say to you, my best advice to you, if you've got a job at the local council, my honest advice to you would be to go for a no-date Submariner. Okay, you might say, why would you go for a no-date? Because if anyone says, is that a Rolex? Yes, I couldn't afford a date one, but it's always good to have a bit of a funny gag line with it. You've got to be very careful in the public service. They are very, 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 very jealous, extremely jealous, and they kind of get funny about these things. Status type things, they are extremely sensitive. And England is one of these countries where status is just so, oh, who does he think he is? So I honestly, I got to tell you the truth. If you're planning a long career in local government, don't go two-tone. Don't go two-tone. Don't go solid gold. That is a career limiting move. In England, they are incredibly jealous, incredibly nasty, and let's be honest there, Leo, it's unless you're a minority group, you're not going to do your promotion prospects any good by buying a two-tone or a gold Rolex. Be very, very careful. My advice to you would be, look, the 16234 white dial, yes, that's okay. You could always, you know, that's a good watch. I wouldn't go two-tone, too flashy. Far too flashy, far too flashy. So steel one is okay. The two-tone Submariner, look, if you were self-employed, it's okay. If your name was Dave and you ran a landscaping business, or you ran a pub, you were a publican, yes, you can have a second-hand Rolls Royce and you can have a two-tone Submariner, no problems. But when you're working for the council, ooh, not a good look. Not a good look at all. No, don't do that. It's career limiting. If you're going to go Submariner, definitely go no date, because it's discreet and it's very, very subtle. As far as the day date goes, man, that's just, what are you trying to do? Commit career suicide? I don't understand it. I don't understand it. You've got to understand, you will get really, really, you will piss people off, and this isn't going to do your job any good there. My honest advice to you, stick with Rolex, definitely. I would be more discreet. I would say my honest top picks for you, I would say definitely go Rolex. Steel Sports Rolex. I would say Rolex Explorer 1 is ideal because at the 12 o'clock position, it doesn't have the big Rolex coronet. It's got that triangle. So Explorer 1 is a great pick. The other thing is too, is the Milgauss is a great piece to have there. Maybe, you know, just a no-date Oyster Perpetual is perfectly good. I think, but seriously, don't. Now, you've got enough money there. You know, honestly, my advice to you would be to get pre-owned. Get the pre-owned babies. Go on Chrono24, have a look. Also, my good friend Kenny Nguyen, he ships to the UK. No problems whatsoever. Have a talk to Kenny. I would say you want something discreet that doesn't scream Rolex! Doesn't scream Rolex at the top of its lungs. Explorer 2, Polar. I mean, you know, it doesn't look like a sub. It's sort of its own unique identity. Plus, they're exceptionally good buying. You've got to be so damn careful. If you were in the UK, you know, sorry, if you were in the US, it's not a big thing. But in the UK, they are so class determinant. You are really going to hurt your career. And I'm just trying to work with me, not against me. Many years ago, I remember I had this manager, Brett. And Brett, I remember the only day I took my car to work was to get the rear window, get it what's that? You know, the tint, the window tinted. The tint at the back wasn't a little. I wanted it perfect. This is when I had my Alfa Romeo, and Anyhow, I just put the keys down on the desk, and my manager, Brett, comes by and says, "Do you have an Alfa Romeo?" "No, it's my wife's." He just, you know, there's no coming back. In the public service, they want you to have a Corolla or a Hyundai. They don't like these flamboyant European luxury cars. Let me tell you, ooh, that didn't go over well. And the other thing is, you know, I made a derogatory mark about tattooed freaks. And little did I know that that white business shirt was covering up an oil painting. So I got to tell you the truth there. You got to be so careful. Don't make a career limiting move. A two-tone Rolex will hurt your career. The English are such snobs. They are such class aficionados. You're really going to do your career a disservice. I mean, in the US, it's not really a big thing, but the UK is so status conscious. I mean, Leo, work with me, not against me. I mean, who do you think you are, Boris? You know, this is the terrible thing. You've got to be so careful in the UK. They are extremely class centric, especially working for the council. I mean, geez, I mean, it would be very much frowned upon, as you mentioned here, especially working for the local council where show-offs would probably be frowned upon. Yes, that is so damn true. For you, you got £8,000. I'll tell you some good watches you can buy there. Okay, what you can do is you can get an Omega Speedmaster Man on the Moon. It's an Omega. It's not an automatic. It's an Omega. And if they say anything, you say, "Yeah, it was my dad's." And, you know, you got to wind it up. It's not even an automatic. They just make a joke about that. That's always a good way. If you're going to go Rolex, Steel Sports or Rolex Oyster Perpetual, make sure you get it used. Don't buy new. I would say Explorer 2 is a great watch because it's so discreet. It doesn't look like a damn Submariner. If you're going to go Submariner, go for the no date. Just tell them, look, I couldn't really afford the dated one. That's now the other thing. You've got to prepare yourself. No matter what Rolex you get there, even if you get an Explorer, which they don't really know, they'll say, "Is that a Rolex?" And you've got to have your answer all lined up. You say, "Oh, it was actually given to me. Jeez." And if they say, "How much was it?" you say, "I have no idea. It was a gift, but I believe they're really dear. Some of them are even over £500. That's what you say. That is what you say. You've got to get it down pat, because I'm sorry to say this to you, but the UK, you've got to be so careful about turning up to work with a Rolex watch. They won't take kindly. It's like a young scruffy kid turning up in a new S-Class. They don't like that. They don't like that at all. So be very careful. It will hurt your career. They are so envious and jealous in the UK. If you're working for the council, you've got to be careful, because it's just going to hurt you. I'm telling you honestly. I just want to I want to be honest with you and make sure you know this is very dangerous. Very dangerous. They are eternal snobs. And yeah, I think Steel Sports, discreet, very, very important. Rolex Steel Sports, discreet would be the way to go. That's definitely the way to go. So there's a bit of advice there for you. I'm Paul Pluta, the luxury goods expert. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you think. And keep watching. See you later, guys.
We specialize in the repair of Rolex and Patek Philippe watches. We've been doing the same thing for more than 25 years. We have Rolex technicians certified by Rolex who actually used to work for the company for many years, like if we doing the work on the factory. We completely disassemble the watch and we put it to work like brand new condition. When you get a pre-owned watch, it's like if you're getting a brand new unit. The only difference is the money.